Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slang Hope, and I got another video for y'all. This video I am going to be discussing, like, when you out there, man, playing in the streets or doing whatever you're doing, not even just playing in the streets, but you got to be mindful that there's always going to be somebody that's just like you or worse, right? And before I even get into that video, I'm going to play our clip, and then I'm going to come back with my commentary.
Well, that's the young boys, because they'll go, yo, you ever don't wear your jewelry? And they'll go, nah, I wear mine everywhere I go. Like there's not another version of them.
Right.
Like there's not another guy that's just not special. He's exactly like you. He just don't have a song. When you feel like you're going to get busy if you touch it, he feeling like I'm going to get busy to get it.
Right.
Right? And it's the same energy, bro. Like, and you go on, like, it's when you run into yourself, you would have to ask them, big, when you see them have that, nah, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. But what about when you was doing that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you was out and you was the other guy, hungry, so you gonna take it.
You definitely got to remember that.
Yeah, you're gonna you'll run into that, especially if you go everywhere with it. You know what I'm saying? And there's not a place that. I think you got to be conscious of it. When you go back into the environments, you'll be having some of them, they walk around and they are the biggest lick. Because it got the value of the stuff that they got around them is actually worth it.
Yeah.
They doing a hit in the neighborhood for 5,000. If you come, and you got what? That's $800,000 worth of jewelry you got on your neck. You're gonna have to come up off that.
Now, he said some real stuff, man. Like, and you know, 50 was my man when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? My friends would tell you, man, like I got a lot of my gangster from 50, man. You know, listening to the music. I'm reminiscing, man. You know what I'm saying? Come me, I blow your. What he said? I don't even remember the lyrics. He said something about I do what I gotta do. I don't care if I get caught. But anyway, before I even get into my commentary, make sure you hit the share button. You know what I'm saying? Share it with somebody, because, you know, I'm about to give y'all some game, man. Make sure you like it so the algorithm could, you know what I mean, help my channel out. And make sure you can go to the description, purchase my book if you want to show support. And you can also check out my documentary, well, the documentary I'm in, We Came to Heal. So he says some real stuff, right? And I got a few points that I want to make. And one of the points that I want to make is, because he's talking about jewelry, and this is why I don't really wear jewelry. Also, I think a lot of men buy jewelry to kind of like show off, right? I remember, I think it was Dame Dash, or I forgot what artist was talking about how like they sell you, like the music industry sells you an illusion, right? Like the moment you get rich or the moment you get a deal, they tell you, you got to go get the chain, you got to go do this, you got to go do that. So it's just like a lot of times the chain is just a emblem of like, yeah, I'm stunting on you, like I'm doing better than you. And a lot of times is antagonizing dudes in a certain way, especially if dudes are hurting, especially if dudes ain't eating. And of course, it doesn't mean it's okay for somebody to try to rob you or take your shit, but you know how things go. Like when you flossing, when you trying to front on people and they know you're not like that, or they feel like they can take your stuff to send a message, it's like they're gonna do that, right? And it happens a lot of times. And I think a lot of individuals don't realize, like, there's somebody, for the dudes that was playing in the streets, right? There's somebody out there that was just like you, like he was saying, right? Like some dudes be like, man, I'm gonna get busy, ain't nobody gonna take mine. But you probably had that same mindset when you was running the street robbing people. Because, for example, right, like I used to rob people, I used to take shit from people, right? And it's like when you on the other side, you're like, you gonna do whatever you gotta do to get it, like he said in the video, right? When you a stick-up kid, your mind is fixated on, I'm gonna take his shit. His mind is fixated on, I'm gonna keep my shit. But the battle wolf is the one that's gonna win the battle, right? And that's just the bottom line. So just because you might think you bad, it's somebody just as bad as you that's willing to do anything to take your chain or your possessions, right? And I think a lot of times we don't be thinking about that. And of course, you're not going to be fixated on somebody being tougher than you. I made a video talking about, like, a lot of dudes say, I'm willing to die for this. And a lot of times they do end up dying, because they speak that into existence. So I understand you're not supposed to speak none into existence, right? You know, if anything, you should be saying, I'm willing to kill for this. Like I'm going to kill for this. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's just power in words, right? But also at the same time, the reality is you have to cover all grounds. And I think a lot of dudes kick their feet up. They get too relaxed. They kick their feet up. They thinking they the baddest. Like I give you a few stories, right? One time, I remember it was these dudes that was outside. They were scheming on us, and you know what I'm saying. They had to drop. I ain't even gonna hold you. And they was outside of the store with the guns and all that. And Shorty came inside. She came to put us on. She was like, "Yo, some dudes out there with, you know what I'm saying. I be careful or whatever." So you know me thinking I'm the big bad wolf. Nobody can do nothing to me. I come outside like, "Niggas, what?" I was saucy too. You know what I'm saying. I was off that juice. You know what I'm saying. I come outside like, "Niggas, what? Niggas gonna do what?" Nobody said nothing. As they should. They had the drop. They had the gun. Like, they don't need to get loud and crazy. So I was like, all right. I come back inside the store. Boom. When I come outside, me and my man, I was with my mans. It was me, my other mans that had just got shot not too long ago, and a shorty, right? So when we come outside now, they kind of like block us. They block the walkway and shit. But long story short, they had the gun. The only reason one of us didn't get shot was because the police was a block away, the B walkers, you know what I'm saying? So it helped out, but I did get into a scuffle that night. While the dude was there with the gun, it was dangerous, but the police was down the block, so that kind of saved us. But the point is, me thinking I'm the big bad wolf, right? Thinking that shit can't happen to me, shit almost happening. You get what I'm saying? Another thing I'll tell you about jewelry, right? It's like 50 said, like, it's like, yo, you don't even realize how much money that is. Like that, like dudes is already robbing people for less. People out here in the community robbing people for $50. People out here, you know what I'm saying, robbing people for chump change. So what do you think? Like he said, people, you know, they doing a lick back in the town for $5K, and your shit is like 100,000. Like, come on, dude's gonna get you, bro. Dude's gonna get you. Like, I got one of my friends. This man funny. We was in Miami, right? One of my friends, he a funny dude. You know, he like jewelry. Like, I don't like jewelry, not because I can't defend it, but because it just brings a certain attraction. I don't want no problems. I don't want anything. I don't want a woman. I don't want jewelry. I don't want any possessions that is gonna cause me to have to revert to my inner demons or my alter ego to have to defend it. I don't want anything that's gonna bring that type of attention my way, so I stay away from it. But my man's, he likes the jewelry. He likes to flaunt certain shit. He likes to show off certain shit. And like I say all the time, if you can't defend your shit, you shouldn't be out here wearing certain shit, because the wolves gonna catch that ass. And I know it's fucked up. We shouldn't have to be living lives where we buy nice things for ourselves and gotta worry about other people. But that's just the realities of the world we live in. It's people hungry. It's people starving. And if they don't got it on their table, they're going to take it from yours. That's just the reality, right? Let's not live life how it should be. Let's live life how it actually is. So I got a man's, he like wearing jewelry. He like doing certain things. So it's funny. We was in a spot in Miami. I don't know what happened, but it got a little weird. The crowd got a little weird. I don't know what happened, but I remember I started to kind of like holler at him and be like, yo, be on point. I was about to tell him like, yo, be on point, keep your eyes open. You know, like, he a street dude too. Like, you know what I'm saying? We you know, we grew up together. We, you know, he a seasoned veteran, you know what I'm saying? So he know how to hold his own. We've been out here, you feel me? So I was about to be like, yo, like, if I peep something, I'll let him know. He peeps something, he let me know. So when I was about to tell him, he already had the rollie off. Yo, the shit was mad funny because, you know, he got the Rolex, he had the chain, you know, earrings and shit. So when I was about to tell him, like, yo, bro, like peep the spot, like, I feel the energy, you know what I'm saying? When I was about to tell him, he already had the rollie off. He already on point. He already, like, you know what I'm saying? He there already, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even had to really tell him. I said, oh, you on point. He said, nigga, I ain't stupid. But mind you, it's not that he can't defend his shit, but he's smart with it. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes got pride. They got this sense of pride, like, I'm not taking my shit off, or I'm not doing this, or I'm not doing that, bro. You gotta be smart. When you out here, bro, when you really out here, this is what I'm saying. Like, a lot of dudes, not saying that they're not out here, but a lot of dudes don't got smarts. They running around in the streets without smarts, without sense, right? And they get caught up and bad shit be happening to them. So, yeah, like, you gotta be on point to shit, right? And mind you, we gonna fight, homie. We gonna, like, I don't like unnecessary shit, but once you're in a situation, you just gotta go all out. You gotta get crazy, right? It was another time we was in Miami. You know what I'm saying? It was weird motherfuckers with them bunks. Well, I think that's what they called them, weird dreads and shit. And we walking and shit. My mans, he don't really, you know, we chilling like it's daytime. We just vibing, and it's like he not really paying attention to like what's going on. You get what I'm saying? But I'm like, yo, I'm on. Especially when I see them dreads, man, I'll be on 1,000. I don't mean to profile or stereotype. Listen, man, but it is what it is, right? So dude is like trailing us, like he on some like hot shit, like, and I told you my man be, you know, he be blinged out. So I'm like, yo, like, what's up? Like, hold on, I think I had slippers on, but slippers don't stop nothing. You know what I'm saying? Did I have slippers? Yeah, I did have slippers. Slippers don't stop nothing though. You feel me? I told him we fight barefoot out here. You know what I mean? But boom, so I'm like, yo, like, why does dude, like, you just, I don't know, like my instincts. Like, I always been hyper vigilant because I play the streets, and I also went to prison. Prison heightens your senses, right? You gotta be like your sense of hearing, your sense of sight, like everything gotta be on point. You get what I'm saying? And when you're living in survival mode, so anyway, I just felt it just felt kind of weird, and then I'm like just looking at this, like, and I'm always looking at my surroundings, right? Like I don't like people walking behind me, or like even in close proximity, I'm always looking. So the dude is like, he did some weird shit, like he was just like mad close to us, right? So I'm like, yo, hold on. So I told my man, yo, slow up real quick. So we slowed up, he slowed up. So I'm like, here we go, we're gonna have to get crazy. So I'm like, yo, let's go this way. So because I was like, let's get off the main strip, let's go on the back block kind of shit. Mind you, probably would have been dumb, because yeah, I don't know if he had anything on him, but the element of surprise is the best thing you have. Like, when you in a situation that you don't, it look like, see, people think you're the weakest link, right? Again, this is how people be thinking when they about to do something to you. They think, oh, they don't even see it coming. But if you see it coming, then you have the element of surprise, and the element of surprise is everything. I ain't even gonna hold you. I seen it. I could tell you other things. But anyway, so I'm like, we're gonna go on this block, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna see, like, what this shit really here for. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we turn, we kind of like was gonna go down like a block that's not really like too crazy or crowded, in case, you know, whatever. It's gonna be whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then he kind of like just stayed on the corner, and he just didn't follow. Like, you get what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta, like, you gotta think fast in certain situations. But the point of this video was like, don't ever underestimate nobody, bro. Because it's somebody just as hungry as you is to defend your shit, that they're much more hungrier than you to get it. Especially if you're already getting money. If you're already getting money and you could do this, and they not getting money, of course they're gonna go way harder than you. Because you're looking at it like, even though you're saying I could defend my shit or I'm gonna die for it, like, at the end of the day, you could probably go get another one. You get what I'm saying? This dude, he looking at you like, yo, you food on the table for me, my family. Like, he got a whole more drive and more motivation to even go get it and get the job done. So I just want to say that, don't forget that, man, when you out here with shining with your jewels, that there's people who's hungry, and there's people who gonna go way harder than you to get it. Y'all make sure y'all stay blessed out there, y'all stay safe. And if I say anything that y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, you share it, and, you know what I'm saying, give it a thumbs up. Stay blessed. Peace.